four things.
3 miles, take exit 140 on the right, onto I-355 toward Rockford.
I believe determine the quality of a driver. I was talking to a driver the other day. He had a few years experience, and I only gave him one of the qualifications. But apparently he didn't realize that he had a little bit more power than he realized. Now, I've been out here for over 20 years. And so, from my experience and my understanding, there's basically four things that determine a quality driver. One is experience. The more experience you have, the more you can call your shots. And that's basically what I told that guy. I was like, you should be able to find something that suits your needs. You've got, like, I think he said 7 or 8 years of experience. So you should be able to find something that suits his needs. But, however, I forgot a couple things, and this might be a factor in his case why he can't find something that works for him. Attitude. He seemed like he had a decent attitude, so that probably wasn't the problem. Companies want flexible drivers. Companies want nice drivers. They don't want us to be assholes. Sometimes you have to be. You have to stand your ground. You have to stand for something, or you'll fall for anything, so to speak. But you also have to be flexible. So you have to understand the fine line between what you want and what they want, and find a win-win solution. For example, I got into not really a debate, but I had to remind my dispatcher that when I signed on for 2 days off. Minimum. Now he can give me more, but I require 2 days minimum at home.
Take the first exit on the right, onto I-355. Speed warning.
And this is basically what happened. Okay. So he had a tight run for me. I probably maybe could have made it, but it was really tight. And he's like, if you can't make it there by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, don't do it. And I'm like, well, according to my GPS, I could have made it there by 6 o'clock in the morning, but then I still had to go pick up the load. If I could have picked up the load within an hour, I could have made it there by 7. But it was too close. I don't like those kind of close calls, but I was willing to do it because I'm trying to stay out over the weekend because I need to be home Tuesday, because Tuesday is voting day for my county, and I got 2, maybe 3 guys I want to vote for. I got 3 I want to vote for, but only 2 that I can vote for.
3 miles, keep left onto I-355.
And there's a 3rd guy or 4th guy I'm considering. So, I normally don't vote because I don't, even though I do study and follow politics, I don't study and follow most politicians. If that makes sense. I don't have all the answers or anything, but I know pretty much what we should and shouldn't be doing overall, for the most part. The basics, the fundamentals. You know, I followed people like Jordan Peterson and certain conspiracy theorists. I said that for that one guy. But anyways, I do. I mean, you know, it's like JP said with Awakening with JP, says, I just actually ordered these shirts. This is a rabbit trail, but I just ordered these shirts from JP that says, make 1984 fiction again, or something like that. Which is true. You know, it's like all these 1984 conspiracy theories have become a reality. And we liked them better when they were conspiracy theories. You know? But anyways, so I'm going to vote on Tuesday. Yada, yada, yada. So he's like, okay. So he didn't have me take that load. He said, what days you need to be off. I said I need to be home Monday, because I wanted to make sure I was there Monday so that I could be there for sure Tuesday. Don't take any chances, right? Because, you know, dispatchers, they tend to fuck things up, right? So, and brokers are even worse. So he's like, roll out Tuesday or Wednesday? How long does voting take? I was like, LOL. I also need my full 2 days off, no 34-hour reset. That was the agreement when I hired on. So they gave me an Arkansas run instead, which will get me more than my 2 days off. So I'll deliver Sunday, because I can't deliver early, otherwise Walmart will penalize us. So I have to deliver Sunday, so I'll get home Sunday. I'll take Monday and Tuesday off. I'll roll out Wednesday morning. I mean, you know, unless he has something for me Tuesday afternoon. But
3 miles.
I'm just gonna say roll out Wednesday morning.
Onto West 143rd Street toward 143rd Street.
Because I don't mind taking a couple hours or a few hours extra off. I don't even mind taking an extra day off. I'm not desperate for the money like some people are, right? As long as I make $1,000 a week, I'm happy. I make more than that. I'm averaging $5,000 a month. But you know, if I kill myself, or if I have probably a more aggressive dispatcher, I'd make more. But anyhow. So Walmart will charge us $300 if we deliver early. Okay, so I said, as for home time, I can make exceptions as long as the exceptions don't become the norm. I got extra time off for things I needed a month ago, so I can occasionally take short times off to make up for it. I prefer to work 7 days and then take my 2 days off, but that apparently doesn't work for HMD. I hate 34-hour resets unless it's on the road. So yeah, if I'm out here on the road and I have to take a 34-hour reset, great, you know. But I even hate doing 34-hour resets on the road. I I shouldn't even have said on the road, because I hate doing 34-hour resets on the road too, you know. But if I have to, I'll do it. So I kind of lied there,
take exit 7 on the right, onto West 143rd
but not on purpose.
Street toward 143rd
You know, I just
Street.
wasn't fully thinking. I got Mercury and Virgo on a Leo cusp, so sometimes I speak without fully thinking about what I'm speaking. And sometimes you'll hear me say something by mistake, you know, like a video I made the other day. Oh,
onto West 143rd Street.
it was a foraging and exploring video.
Speed warning.
I called Queen Anne's lace. I said Queen Anne's lace was in the wild lettuce family when it's actually in the wild carrot family. But I didn't catch myself until later when I rewatched the video. And I was like, oh crap, I accidentally screwed up. So sometimes,
right onto West 143rd Street toward Orland Park.
occasionally I'll say something without thinking about it. That's not incorrect. I mean, that's not correct. Generally speaking, I'm on point, but for the most part. But occasionally, I'll do something like this, or I'll do something like I did with the Queen Anne's lace. And yeah. Anyways, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. I don't know why I'm saying yada yada yada. I never say that. But anyways, until now. So I can't say never anymore. But anyhow, okay, so you know, you got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. A lot of dispatchers, a lot of brokers, a lot of companies, if you're too flexible, they're like women. If you're too flexible, they take you for a pushover and then they try to walk on you. So you gotta stand your ground and be a little flexible, but not too flexible. So there's that. You know, there's certain things
Half a mile, your destination is on the right.
that you stand for. And if you let it slide, you say, I'll let it slide, but this is the norm, right? So, you know, blah, blah, blah. So be flexible, but be stern at the same time if you can do that. And it's difficult sometimes. I get that. So, personality. You know, I'm easygoing, right? So people tend to take me for a pushover because I'm easygoing. And I have to remember not to be too easygoing. Now, I don't pressure my dispatcher to have me a load ASAP, but at the same time, I expect him not to pressure me to get there ASAP, if it makes sense. So, some drivers will call their dispatcher every 45 minutes, every hour, saying, hey, you got a load, 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 hey, you got a load. Not me. I'll be like, fuck it, I'm chilling, I'm gonna take a power nap, get on the computer, do whatever. You know, they'll get to me when they get to me. But at the same time, they better get me something that I can handle, something that fits within my box. You know, like I said, I'll go outside the box occasionally, but I'm an inside the box driver. I got my my standards and I stick to them. So but anyways, like I said, I don't hound them. I'm easygoing just as long as they are the same way with me. If they're not, then I become a bitch. I don't like people bugging me every 2 to 3 hours. What's your ETA? I don't like loads that are too tight where I'm struggling to get there. I am flexible and I look for a flexible company and a flexible dispatcher, which I, for the most part, have that here. Okay, so those are the first two things. Second two things is legalities and safety. Now, I don't know which is more important overall out of all four categories, but as far as between safety and legal, I would say safety is the most important. So, I don't pump out as many miles as some other drivers, right? But at the same time, I don't tear up my equipment as much as other drivers. In fact, I have a really good, safety record. I do my pre-trips. Mostly I do my pre-trips when I'm hooking to a trailer. When I do my drop and hooks, I do my pre-trips then. I'll do my, and they're not even really pre-trips, I would call them vehicle inspections. When I stop for fuel, I'll do my walk around, do my vehicle inspection. I don't always do my pre-trip and post-trip every morning and every evening of every day. But I do them when I'm dropping and hooking, and when I'm fueling. That I can almost guarantee that I almost always do. That's my habit. But I don't always do a pre-trip and post-trip every morning, every evening, every day. I say I do on paper, but really the God honest truth is that I typically do it when I hook to a trailer and when I'm fueling. And I fuel almost every day, and I drop and hook almost every day. No, I don't drop and hook almost every day. I'm in a dock almost every day, pretty much every day. But I do drop and hook a lot as well. So, like I just did a drop and hook at this customer this morning, and I'll be doing a drop and hook at Walmart Sunday. So, and then I'll probably get fuel tomorrow. So that's a vehicle inspection every day, as far as today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Then Wednesday I probably won't do one. I mean, I'll do a quick walk around, but that's about it, So anyways, safety. Don't tear up your equipment. Don't get in accidents, stuff like that. You got a good safety score. That makes you a good quality driver, So you don't have to be balls to the walls, killing it every day in order to be a good driver, like some of these dispatchers make you think you have to be. Because you want safety on your side first and foremost. Safety is your best friend when it comes to trucking. You want them to be your best friend. They can make or break you. So can a dispatcher, but safety's got your back. Alright? Your dispatcher wants you to do something unsafe or illegal, call safety. Safety will take care of you. Last but not least, legal. Especially after 2010 with the CSA 2010, now they just call it CSA. Your CSA score will make or break you. So make sure you are legal. Some of these companies will promise you big money, but then their equipment sucks. They try to force you to run illegal. They mess up your record because of DOT, or you get tickets or whatever because you're speeding, because you're always in a hurry. You might get in an accident because you're always in a hurry. You're under a lot of stress. The equipment may not be up to par, so DOT gets you. They get you on your logbook. If you're fudging your logbook, which you can't really do too much with computer logs, but you can do it with paper, obviously. People do it all the time. I've done it. They're making it harder to get away with it. But, anyhow, make sure you run legal, or as legal as possible. Yeah. All us old school drivers used to fudge our logbooks when we had paper logs. It was a given. It was a norm. It was just what we did. My philosophy was, I'm getting paid 90% of the miles because they shave approximately 10% of the miles. I'm only going to log 90% of the miles. And I would only run 100% legal when the dispatcher was, screwing with me, jacking with me. It's like, you want to mess with me, I'll just run 100% legal. So how you like that? So I use that as a weapon. But, they send me places I didn't want to go, like Northeast. I'd run 100% legal and then run out of hours. Like, I ran out of hours. I can be a dick sometimes. But anyhow, but yeah, run legal. Your CSA score can make or break you. So I have a perfect CSA score. I have a perfect record. I haven't had any accidents, any incidences in a long ass time. I don't tear up the equipment. My equipment still looks practically brand new. It needs washing again. But anyways, I wash my truck when I can. I take care of my equipment. I have a decent personality, or at least I try to. I'm not balls to the walls like they would want me to be, perhaps. But that's probably my biggest flaw, is I'm not balls to the walls, and I hold them to my 2 full days at home ordeal. So, but at the same time, I was refinancing my property, and I was going through an eviction with getting rid of this backstabbing friend of mine. So I had to go through an eviction process. I had to do some stuff, and this company doesn't get you home during the week. They only get you home on the weekends. So I needed weekdays off, so I ended up taking extra days off. And so to make up for it, I took a couple not short runs, but a couple short home times just to make up for it. But I don't want them to think that I'm going to do that every week. Nah, hell no. I'll do it once or twice, whatever. Thank you for helping me. I'll help you. Teamwork makes the dream work type of thing. But don't take me being kind or flexible as a weakness, because it's not going to happen. It's just like this guy came to my land. He was I was looking at him as a potential business partner, or I thought he was going to be a potential business partner on the land for future projects. And in a way, he made it out to be that he was interested in doing what I was doing, but when he got there, he said he wasn't interested in doing what I was doing. He wanted to do it this way, and he was trying to tell me how I needed to run the show, and how I needed to do this, and how I need to do that, and I need to do this, and I need to do that, and I should do this, and I should do that. And it's like, dude, are you my business partner? No. Were you planning to be? No. You said you're not interested in doing what I'm doing. So why are you even here? So, but I was flexible with him. I was like, well, maybe I can work with what you want to do. Because I was kind of interested. He wanted me to subdivide and sell him a piece of my property. And we were going to slip seat tag team together. So it's like, I was like, so that was appealing to me. It's like, all right, well, you're not interested in being a business partner, but, maybe we can work something out. And so, run slip seat tag team where you're out for 1 week and home for a week, and I'm out the week that you're home, and I'm home the week that you're out. This could work, But it wasn't working, It's like he kept trying to boss me around, tell me what I needed to do and how I needed to do it. And it was like, wait a minute. You come into my house on my property and tell me how I need to run my show? And we just barely met not too long ago, and you're already telling me how to run things? I don't think so. So we're going our separate ways. But, people tend to take my flexibility and my niceness or my meekness or my kindness as a weakness, and they think they can just walk all over me and run the show. And it's like, no, I don't think so. If it's a win-win, you're giving me something in return, I'll give you something in return. But I'm not just going to lay down and let you walk on me. So, it goes back to a comment that the one guy said, that I'm a company driver. I don't have the right to make certain demands. Of course, he redacted that comment later. But, when you first start out and you're a rookie, you have less power. You can make less demands. But as you get experience, as you become a more quality driver and a more experienced driver, you can start making more demands. However, you have to be careful how many and what kind of demands you make. You draw the line in the sand when you talk to recruiting. You get it in writing. Make sure that you're on the same page. And if they change their tune once you go in the door, you say, no. This is what I got in writing from the recruiter. This is how it is. If they can't comply, you either walk, or you can probably even sue them. I don't know. One company, I threatened to sue them because they screwed us over. They didn't pay us what they said they would pay us, and some other problems. My ex-girlfriend went to their truck driving school, and they screwed us over. So I basically got her out of her contract, so she didn't have to pay them back the $3,000 to $5,000 for the school, because they lied to us and they screwed us over, and I threatened to sue them. So I didn't make any money, but I saved her money. So that worked out. But they thought, they thought we were pushovers. She was a noob, and whatnot, but they didn't take into account my experience and my wisdom, and I wasn't gonna let them walk all over us. And yeah, so I'm at 30 minutes. I'm at the customer. I'm ready to pick up. I'm gonna go check in, and I'm gonna get this done. So I just wanted to do that real quick. It didn't turn out to be real quick. It turned out to be 31 minutes almost. So, yeah. All right, bye.